this is Lisa, and you're watching Lisa Loses Her Fat Mind. Today's episode is going to be about conquering my fear of working for somebody else. And what would happen is that I'm fearing that I'm going to get too stressed out like I have in the past by working for a person, and then being so stressed out that it fans out across my whole life, like my home life, my friends, my family, everything. And that's what happens when I get extremely stressed out at jobs, or that's what used to happen. And so I decided that I'm going to try and face that fear, and I'm going to go apply at a job today. On top of that, I also feel that another thing that was holding me back from going to work for someone is the fact that it was going to take up a lot of time. And it will. It's going to take up a lot of my life. However, my biggest concern has been that if I do this, I'm not going to have because if I'm stressed out about it and about how many hours I'm going to work there, I'm not going to have the energy to put into making videos, lose weight, and get healthy, and maybe start a fitness journey. And these are things that I want for myself. I feel like if I'm giving that much of myself away to something or someone else, how am I going to be able to work on me as much? And so that's a fear. I'm going to see if I can conquer it, and along with working, still do these things that I'm working towards. And I imagine if it's just a fear and it goes smoothly, I imagine that I'm going to feel on top of the world, because I'm going to have a sense of independence. I'm going to have, and I don't even know if I have the job because I still have to apply, but I'll have a sense of independence. I'll be able to save money for better equipment. I'll be able to save money to get my business going. I want to start doing photography, and I want my main focus to be photography and health and fitness, helping people with health and fitness through intuitive through an intuitive sense is what I want to do on the side. It's a passion. However, I feel like making it my main focus means that I will be showing the world that I'm forcing it. I'm forcing that upon the world. Of course, it looks like the same thing, that I'm forcing my photography on the world. However, the thing is that people like getting photos taken. People like having memories in photographic form. And so that's great. However, when it comes to eating and losing weight, I imagine that people have an aversion, especially when it comes to detox around this area, to do something and follow through with it. And so I feel like my energy would be best serving people through the photography. And then, if they know about my services with regards to health and fitness and weight loss and such, well then fine. Take me up on an offer. I'll help you all I can to get you into an intuitive sense of eating. It's just not going to be my main focus. You know what I'm saying? If I have a client, obviously they're going to be very important, and I'm going to treat them as such. However, no more of this, oh my gosh, you need to go completely raw. I'm going to force you to do this. And a lot of people say you need the education to help people with eating and stuff and help them see what's really going to work for them. I don't necessarily believe in that. I imagine that just living and being a testament of something working helps people realize that they need to try it and see if it works. It may not work for them. So then, they would come to me and just get a little bit of guidance on, maybe they don't know where to go next. And so it's like a process of trial and error. And that's what I feel is really going to help people when they realize that they should try things and not rule it out. And sure, maybe it didn't work once at one time because you did it a certain way. However, if you tried it again and did something a little bit different, it might work. And see, that's the basis of all fear. Fear holds us back from trying things that might not have worked for us at one point, and we're deciding not to try it ever again, or not trying something for the fear of the unknown. And so that's what's going on. I mean, I've worked before, many different places, and the fear wasn't there because I wasn't as aware of myself. Now that I'm more aware of myself and my inner workings, I realized that there was a strong fear there that I wasn't going to have enough time for friends and family on top of that. Like, I just want to have a balanced life, and if I feel like a job is going to overtake that balance, well, then I'd rather sit at home on Facebook, spending time with friends, spending time with family, and those are the important things to me. So I'm not going to put a job ahead of everything else. I believe that that does not bring me fulfillment, especially for what I'm going to be doing. It's not a passion. And so it's the fact that if I get this job, I can go there every day, give people a smile, greet them, have some conversation, hopefully make their day a better day in just being myself and being friendly. That's what I really liked about the other jobs that I worked. And it was amazing. It's just that I also am fearing work dynamics. When you go in there, if there's somebody who's jealous or angry or resentful against you for any reason, or it comes about later on, it creates a lot of tension. And it hasn't happened at every workplace that I've worked at. It's either, in my experience thus far, it's really, really good with the coworkers. I get along with them. We spend some time together. If there's no problem with the coworkers, then there's usually an issue with management or owners. I imagine there's always going to be issues, and not even issues, things to learn from, experiences to learn from. However, I just want to make sure that I do not let the stress overtake me, and that I can handle what it is I'm doing and still help people, still help myself, still love, still put love first, still feel compassionate and not resentful and angry that I'm working at a job that I don't like. So that's the background around it. So I'm like really self-conscious right now. Got people looking at me while I take this video, so people just don't understand the whole vlogging thing, I think. So when they see people walking down the street with their video cameras, they're like, what are they doing? Anyway, yeah, I'm on my way to give my resume. I'm short of breath. I imagine due to nerves, my nervousness. I've got a pit in my stomach feeling, just like feels burning sensation. My heart is beating fast. I'm pretty excited and pretty nervous all at the same time. So that's all I'm going to say for now, and I'll get back to you after. Alright, so I'm back from bringing in my resume and filling out an application, and, well, I got an interview on the spot. Was I nervous? Heck yes. Holy shit, what I imagined to be nervous. She was a really nice woman, so it was really easy to smile and be happy. and just be myself around her. You know, I was like very honest that I was like, I'm looking for something, you know, that's as least stressful as possible, and I felt that this job was that because I'm working on getting my business together. Plus, you know, I have these vlogs and stuff to work on, and I want to be able to keep doing that. And so anyway, walked there, and she gave me the interview, and then she's like, oh, do you have your references? I'm like, no, I don't usually bring my references because I'm not used to getting an interview on the spot. And so I had been waiting on one other person to give me their updated contact information. One of my old bosses that was in retail, and this is a retail position at a secondhand shop. And so I figured he would be the most relevant person to talk to when it comes to this position. Thinking, and then my husband was like, oh, well, why, I'll call him or whatever. And so he called him, and he got the numbers, and I went back and gave her the reference numbers, and she said she's going to let me know by next week. It seems pretty promising. It seems like I can handle it. You know, apparently there's a lot of heavy lifting and stuff, but I'm trying to get in shape anyway, so it kind of works out, really. So far, success. The true success is going to be once I find out if I got it or not, because that's the next part. I've already gotten offers. Like, I went into interviews before, and then I got really scared at the last minute thinking, no, because something would go wrong during the interview. They would say something that I imagined would cause me stress. And some of those things were, one place I went to apply at, I said, they're like, what are 3 things you look for in a business that you're working for? Organization, friendly coworkers, and good management. And they're like, well, we've got the friendly staff, we've got the good management, but we're not really organized. And I was like, oh my god, if they're not organized, that means they're going to be dumping a lot of crap on their employees because they're not organized. So I was like, I can't do that. I'm going to be a stress case. So I didn't take it. And then there was like one other job that I had. I didn't even have to go to an interview because I had a reference from somebody, which was a cleaning job. And it was like evenings, and I'm my most creative in the evening, so why would I want to give away that time to somebody? Like this job, the latest I'll work is like 9:30, and my creativeness starts at like 8 and goes to 2, so I still have time to be creative, you know, or my energy levels and stuff like that. It might change where I'm going to be switching sleep schedules now because I'm going to be working during the day, but we'll see how it goes. I can't tell the future, so I don't know if it's going to be a good job. I can only hope for the best, and we'll see from there. Hey guys, so it's me again, and today is December 29th, and I got a call yesterday when I was hanging out with my little cousins and my husband from the lady. Oh look, my cat. He wants some quick 1 second of fame, I guess. But yeah, so I got a call while I was hanging out with them and I wasn't home from the woman at the secondhand store, secondhand clothing shop that I applied for, and so I called her back this morning and I got the job. I start Wednesday and I'm going to be doing day shifts that day, and I'm pretty excited. I'm going to be doing a cashier position. It was supposed to be a clothing sort of job. However, it's okay, I'll take it. I've never really been that comfortable with caches, especially old style caches. I like the computer style, you know, it's like you click a button and it knows everything. However, the old style, it'll be pretty interesting learning something new. But yeah, so I definitely beat this challenge down, and I look forward to doing my next challenge. So stay tuned. Namaste.
And you'll always wonder why, because you never try. Well, you're really gonna let someone else decide who you are and how far you work.